It's not working. Oh, it's working now. Yes, hello, good morning. This is Daniel, posting another video on YouTube. I'm posting a 24-second video in a moment with no sound. This is the pink mold that someone sprayed on my air conditioner, which according to Google causes pneumonia. And yeah, and it made me really sick. And I have terrible allergies already due to cat hairs, which make me cough incessantly. But this happened twice regarding this pink mold. It happened last winter. They came up and sprayed this pink mold right on. They knew which. I have several vents on our air conditioner on the outside. There's vents on the top of it. There's vents on the sides of it, on both sides. Okay. Well, whoever sprayed the pink mold on the side of the air conditioner that was sprayed knew what they were doing, and it made and they did this last winter. And they did it. I cleaned our air conditioner about 5 months ago. I pulled it out of our window and I cleaned it thoroughly. I took it apart, cleaned it, and 2 days later, after I cleaned it, I got really sick. Horrendously sick after I cleaned it. Now, I didn't use bleach or anything like that. It didn't seem to me the inside of the air conditioner looked like it. The radiators had a lot of fluff in them and dust and stuff like that. There was no real pinkness per se inside it. But 2 days after I cleaned it 5 months ago for summer, because it wasn't working very well, the radiators were blocked with all this fluff. And it was fine. I cleaned the pink off the side of it from last winter. I didn't know what it was. I've never seen it before in my life. I'm 60 years old. I have never heard of pink mold. I have never seen pink mold. According to Google, it depends really on the humidity and the weather. And apparently it can get into your bathroom and underneath your sink and all. In these places, there's no pink mold inside our house anywhere. It didn't come from aerosol spraying, because if it did, the pink mold would be all over the air conditioner everywhere. I mean, it would be covered in pink. It was just the one side, and I've got a 24-second video proving this. So this means that someone came up and sprayed this particular side of my radiator was targeted with this stuff. That means someone sprayed a biological infection on our air conditioner. That's the bottom line. And they did it twice. Now, according to Google, this particular mold does quite well in cold temperatures, but it's impossible that it could do quite well last winter, because it was 10 below zero. So I doubt that very much. The government puts a lot of propaganda on YouTube anyway. A lot of lies about various fungi and stuff like that. Trying to make it look natural. Well, this was not natural, okay? And this shit causes pneumonia, which explains, after I cleaned the air conditioner 5 months ago, this explains why I got so sick 2 days later. I got really sick and congested. This was a artificial insemination. Didn't come from the sky. It didn't come because of the weather. If it was the weather, for example, let's look at from two different scenarios. If it was just simply the weather and this pink mold is natural, if that were the case, then this pink mold would be all over the vents of my air conditioner. The pink mold is not going to pick one side of my air conditioner vent and grow there only. So that's just a pile of garbage. All right. If it was natural, it would be all over the air conditioner. If it was sprayed by aerosol, it would be all over the air conditioner. So someone sprayed it in my air conditioner to make me sick, and my wife. And as I say again, after I cleaned this air conditioner, I got really sick. Now, whatever spores were coming out of it are still coming out of it. Okay? These spores are still, because I am waking up plugged up in the mornings. my chest is plugged up every morning practically to some extent, and there's no blood in the mucus, from smoking. Like, I don't have cancer. There's no yellowish or greenish phlegm coming up. What's happening is the spores are still coming out of my air conditioner, and I'm very sensitive to them. Plus, as I say, I'm already very allergic to cat hairs and dust. I'm extremely allergenic to these. So, I don't have cancer, and I don't, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't have emphysema. I don't have bronchitis. I don't have those things. Never have. The problem is these spores are all over our room, and it's very difficult to get rid of it. It's everywhere. These are artificial sprayed cells, okay, that you can't see. They're all over our fucking bed. They're all over the floor. They're in my wife's bedroom. This pink mold spores and cells are all over my house. Okay, and the only way to kill it is with either 1 cup of bleach in a gallon of water or vinegar. And there's some other methods. And that's why I'm plugged up every morning. That's why I'm coughing. When I go out, if I stay outside my scooter, like if I go out for a few hours, I feel a lot better. My sinuses are clear and I'm not coughing. Now, interestingly, if I go into my workshop, which is the front bedroom, and work on my lathe for a few hours, my cough goes away and I don't have to blow my nose or anything. So this was intentional. And these spores are still in our house. Here, a lot of it is right here in the living room and in the bedroom. Now I'm going to post a video. I'm going to post the video on YouTube. I have a 24-second video showing the pink on the side of our air conditioner. This is twice now somebody did this. So, as far as my health goes, my health is just fine. The problem is I have bad knees, and I think I've stipulated that. The symptoms of this pink mold are all the same, and they're consistent. Since my wife sprayed the air conditioner with vinegar, it's been done twice. We're gonna have to do it again. My allergies are not quite as bad in the morning. I'm not as plugged up. So there has been improvement there. But we still have a problem here. So this house now, I don't know what this pink mold does or how long it stays. I would imagine this pink mold is very active. And in spite of spraying the air conditioner already and trying to kill it, there's still spores in the air conditioner. I repeat again that 5 months ago, I pulled my air conditioner out of the window, took it all apart. It was filthy inside. I used soap and water to clean it, take all the dust and fluff off the radiators. And 2 days later, I got horrendously sick. I mean, really sick, plugged right up. So this stuff is very active. Was very active, and this was done intentionally. And so, this is just one of so many reasons why I'm going out with my signs next month. I want $10 million in compensation from the Trudeau government and their parliament. There's just been so many continued prejudices against my wife and I, and covert attacks, that I've just had enough, and so is she. And if you don't respond, Trudeau, to my request for 10 million, and I laid it out very clearly to you in an email to you, I also laid out very clearly to this Prime Minister, immediately our eldest daughter, Lara Danielle Fitzgerald, is to contact us, and both parties are to be provided with every bit of contact information, okay? I indicated that, and then I also indicated I wanted my brother, Robert Scott Fitzgerald, arrested for stealing my estate. I made it very clear to Justin Trudeau in the email. I also laid out for him in the email that I sent him, which was quite long, a number of examples of criminal acts against my wife and I, past and present, to this Prime Minister, who thus far is pretending and ignoring it, my email. That's fine. So I think that's about it. So I'll post a video of the 24-second video of the pink mold, which I captured on video before my wife and I sprayed it. When my wife sprayed the outside of the air conditioner for the first time with vinegar, where the pink mold is, the next day it was all turned black. It all turned black in color. So this stuff is no picnic. And I say again, this was not aerosol spraying. If it was, then this shit would be all over my air conditioner. Okay, it'd be all over the place. This and they chose the perfect spot because the grating where the holes are for that particular side of the air conditioner, that's a vent, is it within there. There's foam to the left of that grate, and air comes through the vent into our living room where that vent is located, and the air is not separated from the vent, so the cold air comes through there. So when the cold air comes into my house, the mold is coming in with it through that vent. So that's enough. Now I'm at 11 minutes. I'll post this and post the other video, and for those that want to see it. I will tell you, Government of Canada, I'm going to destroy all of you on the streets of Ottawa with my signs, okay? My wife and I have absolutely had enough of your fucking courts and your corrupted, dirty judges. Enough of a cover-up. Enough of threats from all your gangs and Nazi colonials in security. Enough of destruction by industry. The hacking of all our bank accounts. The hacking of our Amazon account. The 3 attempted murders of myself, my wife, and our newborn in BC Graces Hospital in 2006. All of these things smashed up our boats on the Richelieu River, smashed up our boat in a boatyard. They attacked us here in Vanier over the past 3 or 4 years, stealing my bicycles off my balcony. I've been physically attacked here by street creeps, okay, and their friends assaulting me here. They moved in a piece of shit upstairs 2 summers ago. We never saw this person in our lives, don't know this person. And he runs around calling my wife a fucking cunt, grabbing his groin in front of my balcony. Do you understand? No. Listen to me, Parliament Hill. That's enough. Now, I'm going to say to you, Trudeau, you need to act on what I have requested. Okay? And I mean it. I damn well mean it. Okay? Thank you. I apologize for the language. Canadian citizens have to know what this group is capable of. And they can do it to you too. And they've been doing it to my wife and I now for 18 years. Mr. Trudeau and his filthy fucking parliament have blocked us from the news. Okay? The news could have saved us. We could have exposed our case, what's happened to us all across Canada. We could have told the Canadian people the ruthless, fat, ugly bitch barn door named Sarah Small, a former social worker at BC's Grace Hospital, who is the primary suspect, who not only pulled the catheter in our child, nearly killing her, but also turned up her incubator temperature, and nearly trying to burn her, which I explained already so many times to Mr. Trudeau. Explained it to Stevie Wonder Harper when he was Prime Minister. Explained it to Andrew Scheer, explained it to the other ass, a useless piece of shit, O'Toole, and the current one, okay? Enough is enough, gentlemen. You are going to pay me, and if you don't, by the end of the month, and things don't start rolling in our favor real fast, Mr. Prime Minister, you and your colleagues on Parliament Hill, the next step is I'm going to change the amount to 100 million. And I'm going to run around Ottawa with that 100 million displayed. That's the first sign I'm going to run. The sign's going to say, my wife and I request immediate compensation by the federal government of Canada for $100 million. Simple. Simple, gentlemen. It's very simple, Trudeau, Poilievre. Very simple. Compensate your victims. Not with silencing us and using your criminal associations to threaten us and punish us for trying to come forward. I think that's enough said, isn't it?